Well, first game to kick off week 2 action for the Mountain West. We got Boise State, another early game. This one is a Friday, 7 p.m. Mountain Time game. It's on FS1. Boise State's going to look to come back and find some success after that, shutout in the second half from that South Florida game. They're going to look to improve off that 34-7 loss from South Florida a week ago. Find a way for their offense to maintain the ball, limit the fumbles, the turnovers, and get in the end zone. Hopefully, this game will be similar to what it was for UNLV in week 2, a game to reassess, come back in knowing that you're a heavy favorite, and play ball the way you're expected to start this season. Maddox Madsen, did his best, was trying to do a little bit of everything last week, but can they rely on the running game more effectively this time around? Get guys like Sire Gaines more touches, more carries down the field, and you're facing an Eastern Washington team that's by no means on your level. Boise State is tough to play at home. This should be that game where they get the decisive victory, really separate distance from Eastern Washington early on, and prove that they are the team we had expectations of winning a Mountain West title and a playoff berth and all that stuff. Despite having 3 turnovers last week, South Florida didn't really capitalize on those. They capitalized on the lack of getting downfield, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Eventually, South Florida broke through and used a little bit of trickery and got some momentum on their side. And from there on out, it was their ball game. Broncos have to be more effective scoring the ball, and I think they need to get back to what they're used to, the running game. We know they can pass pretty effectively, but get back to the running game. It's your bread and butter, and really take this, FCS team on Friday night, all eyes on you still, and just handle it with grace and prove that you're still a top dog, not only in the Mountain West but in the country. And hopefully we'll see a tightened up defense and a team more in control this time around. I think Boise State's going to be out to prove a point this week. I think they get in the end zone, quite a few times on Friday, and this is sort of a blowout game the way they were expecting to have a week ago. Be sure to check this game out. Boise State taking on Eastern Washington, 7 p.m. Mountain Time on FS1.